Hi friends, and welcome to another fun video. Today I'll show you how to create a steel beam stiffener quickly and efficiently. First, let's look at the traditional method using the steel plate tool. This requires selecting the active workplane where the plate will be created, then manually drawing the outline of the plate directly on the workplane using the drawing tools. This solution is perfectly fine, and I often use the steel plate tool to create a plate when modeling. Even though the plate is created on a workplane, it can still be moved along the steel beam independently of the workplane. There is, however, a more efficient approach using a pre-made connection. I open the structural connection settings by clicking the small button. Here you can see a full library of already created steel connections in the Autodesk library. Today I only need the stiffener connection. I locate it and load it from the Autodesk library. After it has been loaded into my project, I activate the connection tool, which displays all loaded and custom connections. I then select the stiffener connection, pick the beam and press enter. Then I choose where along the beam the stiffener should be placed. Once the desired position is highlighted by hovering over it, I click the left mouse button again to place the stiffener. After it has been placed, I can move it along the beam by using the move command. It might be a bit easier to place the stiffener in a plan view, where I can type in the distance from the edge of the beam if I desire to get the exact placement. I go ahead and change the type name of this stiffener, creating a dedicated type for this specific beam. This is done by selecting the stiffener and opening the properties palette. The stiffener can also be modified by selecting it, going to the properties palette, clicking edit type, and then modify parameters. This opens a dialog where a wide range of parameters linked to the stiffener connection can be edited, starting with the most essential one, the thickness. As you might have noticed, on the right there is a little preview of the connection. When I change the parameters, the preview updates, giving us a visual of how the editing parameter is. This connection offers a wide range of editable parameters, such as the number of plates and the chamfer size at the plate corners. I'll stick with the configuration I've chosen for now. Back in the plan view, I can either copy the existing stiffener or place new stiffeners using the same connection type, as I have demonstrated before. A major advantage of using this method is that if I edit the parameters of the steel connection, all stiffener updates automatically based on those changes. Next, I apply a filter to the stiffener connection and give it a distinct color. I open the filters dialog and create a new filter. I give it a clear, logical name, select structural connections as the category, and set the rule to filter by type name, targeting the stiffener connection I created earlier. Then add the newly created filter to the filter list and change the pattern color to orange. Once I click OK, the stiffeners with the filtered type name update and appear in orange. Here I have a bigger steel beam. When applying the same steel connections, you can actually see that it adapts to the steel height difference from the first one, and the thickness still remains the same. Since I want a different connection here, I duplicate the one I just created and rename it to match the name of the larger beam. I also want to adjust the thickness, so I modify the parameters and set the thickness to 8 millimeters and the corner finish to convex. Alright, those are the changes I want to make. Press OK and apply and exit out. The stiffener changed color from the orange one to the default gray, since the filter created don't apply to this type. Alright, that's all for today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos.